Guy with sword versus 50 cops.
The date is April 3rd, 1997, and in the city of Seattle, Washington, at around 11 a.m., 911 operators would receive a call that would change the course of history.
Hello, 911, what's your emergency?
There's a black man. He's carrying something that looks like a samurai sword.
Okay, calm down. Please don't break
Deco, is that you?
Does he appear to be dangerous?
He's just standing there, but everyone's freaking out.
What is your current location?
2nd and Pike.
Okay, I want you to stay on the line. I'm going to alert law enforcement of the situation.
Just send help now, please.
Calm for me, okay?
Yes, I'm very calm.
This call triggered an 11-hour standoff, which would forever immortalize the name of the Seattle Street Samurai.
Shakes off the tear gas with almost superhuman strength.
This just stood there for 11 hours doing what? What exactly was your plan? It's Afro Samurai, 11 hours?
The man refuses to surrender his weapon without a fight.
There's talks about this guy online, but they're from
Blade!
forever ago. So I just thought I'd make a contribution by putting this amazing story.
Oh my God. Let's all give W's in the chat for Blade right now, chat. W's in the chat for Blade. One of the greatest franchises ever, man. This franchise put black people on the map for real, man. This was the one. This was the black Marvel character on the map for real. Before Wakanda Forever, okay? Before Black Panther, it was Blade. I don't know why everybody acting like Black Panther put us on the map. It was Blade. Blade put us on the map, bro. Come on now. Blade is too good, man.
Digestible video format. I was genuinely floored to see that nobody had made a video about this, because this is insane. With nothing but sunglasses and a samurai sword to his name, this man held off an army of police officers for 11 hours.
What was he doing?
Everything from getting shot to receiving a bribe in the form of a Big Mac, and just stood there. His name is Tony Allison, but on this day he insisted that everybody, including the police, refer to him as Apollo, and it all started with him doing nothing. Yeah, it didn't actually start with that 911 call. That was fake. Surprise. It was actually an off-duty police officer, and he was alerted about a man in camo pants and a leather jacket that was quote-unquote disturbing. So this off-duty police officer decides to follow him from Pike's Place Market to the corner of 2nd and Pike. Bro, you're off-duty.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Go home to your wife and kids.
Was suspicious of this guy following him, and rightfully so. I would be as well. So he took what the cop describes as a defensive stance with his sword at the ready, which is understandable in a defense situation like this one. But sadly, that was enough for the off-duty cop to call his buddies, and they would remain in that same location for the next 11 hours. They closed all the stores, evacuated everybody.
You let this man waste 11 hours of your time? Like, I feel like we could have put this down so much easier. 11 hours, bro? If I'm out there, I'm pissed. I'm shooting you at that point. You wasted 11 hours. I'll never get back. I'm popping yo. Get the hell. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that guy, but if you waste 11 hours out of my time, I'm pissed. I'm livid. That's why you can't give me a gun, bro. You know how many times I get cut off in the street? I'm about to go on a tangent. You know how many times I get cut off in the street, chat, and I'm like, if I had a motherfucking gun in my seat, your tires would be flat right now. Your tires would be flat. And that is why I cannot have a weapon. Because the thing is, and that is why I also think a lot of people shouldn't. Because if I'm having those thoughts, a lot of other people are too. And they'll actually do it.
Shut down all the streets, caused traffic jams. In case you guys are wondering whether he's actually dangerous with a sword, the news report made sure to seek out trustworthy sources.
The man confirms authorities' worst fears.
Yeah, he knows how to use.
It's gotta be racist. I don't know why, but it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Nah. You found the first Asian person you on the street. They found the first Asian person walking on the street. They're like, you must know about this sword. You must know about this sword, brother. He was just walking on the sidewalk.
It's a sword.
The man confirms authorities' worst fears.
Yeah, he knows how to use the sword.
When the cops got there, apparently they tried to bribe the samurai sword out of his hand with a glorious sum of $50.
Come on now.
This guy, and guess how he responded.
Defensive stance.
No, but actually, verbally, he didn't say anything for the
whole
entire
time?
11-hour standoff, except mentioning he had brothers in China and Russia, and correcting police officers when they wouldn't refer to him as Apollo. He also said that he was possessed by demons and wanted to kill them.
He talked about Satan. He talked about his brothers.
My boy,
Russia,
Demon
China.
Slayer.
He really engaged the negotiator.
But yeah, he just refused to drop the sword. I don't know, I couldn't imagine why. However, the police did not give up here. Nah, they went back to the drawing board and came up with another offer. Now, I can't make this
It's your McDonald's Big Mac. You've got to taste.
They offered him a Big Mac. No, I'm
How is
serious.
that?
This
Are
is
you
real.
serious?
They offered him McDonald's. This is targeted. Then they assumed since he was unmoved by this, he must have a mental health history. So they tried triggering
What?
schizophrenic urges. Of course, he was unmoved by these childish tricks and continued to stand his ground. So the police weren't sure what to do next. Since he wasn't attacking anybody, they had to get the
How do you go from $50 to a Big Mac? Like, how do you go from $50 to a Big Mac? If boy is not about to take the Big Mac, why is he gonna take $50? I mean, if a boy is not about to take $50, why is he gonna take the Big Mac? Let's ask these questions. Who is the chief? Where's the captain?
sword out of his hand. They thought about throwing a net over him. They shot him with tranquilizer darts, which had no effect. They also shot him with those riot pellets, those little beanbags. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that scene in Jackass where they shot Johnny Knoxville with one of these things.
It's considered less lethal.
Huh? Shoot.
He was on the ground panting for like 20 minutes. He just shrugs it off.
Oh my God.
2 unfair nut shots later, he was still standing.
But he endures round after round and shows no sign of surrender.
So then they decided the best route to take is to tear gas him.
The man shakes off the tear gas with almost superhuman
strength. Hey, who's in chat saying it's Ducky with a sword / katana? Get him out of here. B-A-N. B-A-N. I don't want to see her name in my chat again.
Spray him with a fire hose,
hoping that he will lose his grip on the sword. When that doesn't work, they turn the water pressure up, full blast,
and then pin him down with a ladder.
Oh my God.
Went down by the book, exactly what they were supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure this is the definition of by the book, actually. Now, when you look at this from the outside, who is in the wrong here?
Guns with special bean bags that strike.
Honestly, he didn't do nothing, bro. He didn't threaten anyone.
Chemical agents or tear gas makes the suspect very uncomfortable. Burns his eyes, it burns his skin, and it makes it difficult for him to breathe.
The jets of water pack the force of a hurricane wind. Then, in a highly orchestrated maneuver, police pin the suspect down with a ladder, pole, and riot shield.
By the book, bro. Exactly what they were supposed to do.
Bro got taken out by the water jutsu.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. You guys don't want to know my opinion. What do you guys think? Would you consider this excessive force? Let me know in the comments. You might think this man's had enough. But the tragedy of Tony Apollo Allison's story is not done. As it turns out, only a year prior to the sword incident, Tony Apollo Allison was released from Western State Hospital after finishing a 10-year sentence from a charge in which he pled not guilty due to insanity. A charge of second-degree assault with
Who did he assault?
Before this incident, he was an alcoholic, wandering the streets with a sword on his back, and now he's a man with his name engraved in history. He was later sent back to Western State Hospital. However, his current whereabouts are unknown. Until now, in a twist of events, I think I might have just found him, or at least some potential evidence he's still out protecting the city. Back in 2021, a dad was with his son at Bitter Lake Playfield, and while passing by a homeless encampment, spotted this distinct shiny object sticking out of the debris. Now, the location of this park happens to be about 50 miles away from Western State Hospital, or a mere 8.2 miles away from where this whole thing began.
Oh, that was a great vid. But also that guy, we were going so well until the intent to rape there. But I think it was allegedly. I don't think did I mishear? Was it allegedly? I'm trying.
The date is April.
I'm hoping it's allegedly. Hoping they just misread my guy.